WCBI News at 6 starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Cash Matlock.
And I'm Riley Livingston. We begin tonight with a deadly shooting in Texas. El Paso police say they have one person in custody after several people were reportedly killed and multitudes of people were injured during a shooting near a mall in Texas today. During a news conference Saturday, El Paso Police Sergeant Robert Gomez said they have ruled out multiple shooters. He said they have one person in custody. Now, Gomez did not release the identity of that person, but says he is a white male in his 20s. So far, multiple people have been reported dead and at least 22 people injured. It has been reported that many of those injured have been taken to local area hospital. El Paso police have been clearing many retail stores, including the mall near where the shooting occurred. Sergeant Gomez said police are combing the area. He said they are looking for any more individuals who may have been injured and ruling out more suspects.
While families prepare for a new school year, organizations are still lending a helping hand to kids so that they're fully equipped when heading back into the classrooms. Our Stephanie Poole got an inside look on a school supply drive and learned what it does for the community.
With school right around the corner, there's still time for one last summer bash. A back-to-school bash, that is. On Saturday, kids and parents in Starkville gathered for a school supply drive, all put together by the Young Men Who Care organization. Event coordinator Mackenzie Rogers says this group was put together to connect with the community, especially the youth.
We pretty much are big brothers and, role models to them.
Young Men Who Care was created to inspire, navigate, and mentor kids within the Starkville community. Since last year, the organization has provided events to help the kids learn and explore.
Our goal is to impact and to lead and to guide our youth into a better future.
Roger says being in this organization is an opportunity for him to help guide kids in a positive direction.
To let them know that it's more than in running the streets and getting into all type of activity that they don't need to get into. Let them know that they're not by themselves in the walk of life.
And it's not only school supplies most of these kids receive today.
Mentoring, inspirational speaking, motivational speaking, and pretty much doing anything we can to help them to advance them in life and succeed.
It's important, Roger says, that Young Men Who Care keep their focus on the community to help further success of the children. Reporting in Oktibbeha County, Stephanie Poole, WCBI News.
Young Men Who Care provided over 100 kids with backpacks, school supplies, and lunch. It's time now for the first look at our forecast with meteorologist Kendall Smith. Hey, Kendall.
Hey, Cash. Well, we are seeing some pretty substantial shower and thunderstorm activity out there on radar currently. This line of thunderstorms will be traveling, making its way southwest around 5 to 10 miles an hour at this time. Greatest threats are going to include dime-sized hail as well as wind in excess of 40 miles an hour. So just make sure to be aware of this if you are outside and heading out and about this evening. But we will dip down into the low 70s with partly cloudy skies possible and the chance to see an isolated shower or thunderstorm.
Thanks, Kendall. As kids and parents get ready to head back to school this week, there are a few places looking to hold supply drives. Peters Rock Family Worship Center hosted a community drive-through prayer and school supply giveaway. Church members funded the supplies with donations. Families that participated received free donuts and coffee, as well as 2 to 3 bags of school supplies. This is an event the church has put on for 10 years.
People that are coming are really grateful and thankful, and they're happy to see that the community is reaching out and praying and pouring into the children and wishing them well for this school year to come.
Let the community know that we here as a church, we're here for them and we love them.
Peters Rock Church provided more than 30 cars with breakfast and school supplies. Now, the next 3 weeks will be busy for college towns across the state, and Starkville is no exception, Cash.
That's right, Riley. Hundreds of people will be moving into town in the next few days, and some of them will be getting here with a little help from moving companies. I spoke with an area truck dealer to see how they're preparing for the increase in rentals.
Kim Moreland owns 3 of the 5 U-Haul dealerships in Starkville. She says this time of year is the busiest for her business.
It gets hectic. Today alone, we have sent out 15 local rentals. and that's trucks and trailers. They will come back and we will rent them out again today.
Folks will be coming from all over to attend college at Mississippi State University, and that means Moreland will be getting trucks and trailers from several different states.
Florida, Texas, all over. So this will be the first wave of it. I think I've got 55 pieces of equipment expected in today and tomorrow to drop, and that's not counting the ones that haven't already picked up yet. Last year I got in 127 trailers and 74 trucks.
That's a lot of equipment for one area. Moreland says she often has to find other places for rentals to go.
We'll send a bunch of it out to the other dealers I was telling you about that I like to give equipment to, because they don't get the influx of equipment like I do. And then next week we'll get another load.
Moreland's business has made the top 100 list 7 times this year, an achievement only 2% of the company's dealerships even qualify for. She says a lot of that has to do with customer service.
My customers get a text message from me from my personal cell phone, tell them my name or address, and if they need anything, feel free to text or call. It helps out because you'd be surprised how many people that are coming to Starkville the first time don't know anything about Starkville.
And at the end of the day, Moreland says there's one thing that gets her business through its peak season.
Organization. You have to keep it organized to keep it running. And like I said, when you get 127 trailers in, you have to keep it organized.
Moreland says the second busiest time of year is May, when students start moving out. Dozens of people made their way back home to Artesia today. I'll tell you why after the break.
You're watching WCBI News at 6 p.m. with Riley Livingston and Cash Matlock.
Welcome back. Hundreds of people are gathering in Artesia this weekend to partake in some food, fun, and fellowship. This weekend, the town is celebrating its annual Artesia Day Festival. Our Tyler Hull visits the festival and has more on what this day means to the community.
Soul-filled music to get everyone grooving, hot food off the grill, and everyone having a good time. That's what Artesia Day is all about. The festival has grown over the past 2 decades and continues to get bigger.
It means so much to me to be able to bring joy to the people of Artesia.
The purpose of the festival is to bring the community together as one. Rhonda Henry has been a vendor at Artesia Day for the past 10 years and says seeing the joy on everyone's faces is what keeps her coming out each year.
I enjoy the people. Everybody's so friendly. And the kids love them, grandparents love them, moms and dads, and I enjoy serving people. When I see a smile on that face and our cell phone goes out, it's amazing. It makes me feel wonderful.
The event has grown so much over the years that even people from neighboring cities and communities pour into the small town to get in on all of the fun.
It means a lot. They have people that was originally from Artesia that come from out of town. They bring buses in and everything. Everybody come home and have a great time.
Vincent Forsyth helps organize the fun-filled event. He says last year roughly 20,000 people came out to the festival, and he's expecting that number to grow even bigger this year. The festival will end Sunday with a baseball game with the Artesia A's versus Starkville and Sessoms. Tyler Hall, WCBI News.
Folks will be celebrating up until midnight, with the festival officially wrapping up tomorrow.
Well, what's better than a cool, refreshing watermelon during the hot days of summer? And where's a better place to find watermelons than in Water Valley this weekend? WCBI's Chad Groening has more.
The banner over Main Street tells it all. This is a landmark year for the annual Watermelon Carnival in Water Valley. And this year the crowds were huge. There were plenty of activities for the children, including bungee jumping and a pool to cool down in. And young and old alike were entertained by magician Dorian LaChance. Tyler Hill is co-chair of the event.
Water Valley used to be a big hub when we had the railroad of shipping out watermelons and produce from here. Of course, the railroad's gone, so it's not as big as it used to be, but we still have a lot of big-time growers of watermelons around, and the farmers do a great job of knowing how to plant, knowing how to grow, and harvest their melons. And the guys that do the big melon, they do a lot of different sampling and different things to try to make them grow even bigger and better.
And one of the highlights of this year's Watermelon Carnival was the appearance of the defending state 3A champion Water Valley Blue Devils, Coach Brad Embry says it is a great community event.
The community supports us year-round, with football and with the school, and it's our chance to give back, be a part of the Watermelon Carnival. And I think it was a great thing that the community got the queens from years past together, and the football team was able to escort them through the town. Just a good time. Football starts Monday, and everyone is excited, and this kind of just coincides with the start of football every year. So it's a big deal in Water Valley.
And this year's Watermelon Queen is Ole Miss sophomore Carly Washington, who grew up celebrating every year in her hometown.
Friday night is so fun with the street dance and the fireworks, and then Saturday with everybody out just enjoying my town. I love it. And my parents actually give out free watermelon at 1 o'clock, and that is my favorite event because I don't know, I just get to see everybody, and it's my thing, every year I get to be out there.
And Washington says Water Valley is truly about family.
The family atmosphere, definitely. You walk downtown and people ask you how you've been and how your mama and them are, and it's just everybody's so close-knit, you never meet a stranger in Water Valley.
And the town is very welcoming to newcomers. Robert Jones got out of the Marines and purchased a farm here a year and a half ago.
We didn't really know anything about farming, and we just kind of learning as we go, I'll say that, and we're just taking it one step at a time, and we're first-generation farmers, so we're really, it's definitely a big learning curve, but we're rocking and rolling.
And the rest of the Water Valley watermelon community is going to have to keep up with the Joneses. Chad Groening, WCBI News, Water Valley.
To wrap up the event, Water Valley Carnival will attempt to break the Guinness World Record for the largest watermelon eating contest.
Well, no big changes are in store for us as we head into next week, but we do have the chance to see scattered showers and thunderstorms each day. More on those details coming up next.
Your first alert AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Kendall Smith.
Well, we are seeing some showers and thunderstorms out there currently on radar. We have a line of showers and thunderstorms that are pushing southwest around 15 to 20 miles an hour. The greatest threats are going to include dime-sized hail as well as winds in excess of 40 miles an hour. So they are pretty strong, but they are not severe, so do not be worried about that. But we are getting some pretty cool pictures sent in to us. This picture was sent in to us of a rainbow as the storm passed through Caledonia. This is taken in Caledonia Park, sent in to us by Nancy Robertson. So if you ever get any neat pictures like this, make sure to send them in to us at WCBI Weather on all social media platforms, as we would love to see them and share them with viewers. So what we're looking at currently in downtown Columbus, we are seeing those storms starting to roll in on our Alpha Insurance Sky Camera. Temperatures are sitting at 77, so it is helping to cool off our temperatures quite a bit, but the dew point is still sitting at 72, so it is pretty hot and muggy. If you step outside, you can just feel it out there, and that's what we're seeing area-wide. Temperatures are kind of varies where the rain has been through. So 77 Columbus, a little cooler, 82 in Amory, 78 in Tupelo. We saw some rain push through there, but where the rain hasn't made its way through, they're still sitting in the low 90s. So quite a bit of a difference between 70s to 90s, but that's what you get when you have some rain make through. So as we go through the overnight hours, temperatures will dip down into the low 70s. About a 30% chance to see an isolated shower or thunderstorm as we head during your overnight hours, but then clouds will start to clear up as we go after midnight and that time of thing, and then wind will be calm out of the east around 0 to 5 miles an hour. So time those rain chances out for you a little bit. We're looking at partly cloudy skies, could see some isolated showers or thunderstorms. Those rain chances look to dissipate after 10 p.m., but then we could see a stray shower or two after 1 a.m. This is heading into the time you wake up tomorrow morning, seeing partly cloudy skies out there, but I think we'll see a little bit more shower and thunderstorm activity. And then by lunchtime, seeing more widespread showers and thunderstorms, and that's going to stick with us all throughout your afternoon and evening. This is stopping this around dinner time, still seeing some showers and thunderstorms out there, but the good news is we'll finally start to clear things back out as we head during your overnight hours for your Sunday. So if you're looking at your temperature trend over the next several days, we're right where we should be for this time of the year. Average is 93 and we will be in the low 90s. So hey, this is where we should be. We do have some more rain to talk about. Monday looks to be partly cloudy during the afternoon and evening hours. However, we are going to see some rain chances start to roll back in, dry things back out for your Monday evening. Tuesday morning looks to be dry as well. But then for the afternoon hours, again, we're going to see the chance to see some isolated showers and thunderstorms, and then we'll dry things back out for your overnight on Tuesday. So this is what we're looking at overhead. Area-wide tomorrow, temperatures will be in the upper 80s and low 90s. Looking at much of the same for the Golden Triangle as well as West Alabama. We could have some more rain chances as we head into the next several days. Temperatures will be in the upper 80s and low 90s, and lows will be in the low 70s.
The high school football tour stops in with the Eagles of Victory Christian. Catch the preview coming up next in sports.
Your WCBI Sports with Courtney Robb.
Our next up on the high school football tour checks in with Victory Christian. The Eagles return a much younger squad this season, but that doesn't mean they aren't anticipating big things. The Eagles are stop number 41 on our 60 and 60 marathon.
WCBI's 60 Schools in 60 Days is brought to you by Sparklight.
It all starts at the core for the Victory Christian Eagles.
I feel like we got a good group. I feel like we got experience on the line coming back from last year, and we're going to have to find some skill players. We're trying to break in a new quarterback, that type of thing. But I feel like this is going to be a good group. I think all the guys out here are going to be able to contribute in some way.
Confidence is on tap for this solid group of Eagles as well. Although Coach Ham sees the need for more skill players, his current guys are specifically boasting their speed as a point of hesitation for opposing teams.
We have a very quick team. We have a lot of strength on the front line, and we're very aggressive. So I don't think anybody could just go toe-to-toe with us this year.
You know, we'll be adequate in that area with speed. Dallas is a good running back. He doesn't doesn't look overly fast when he's running, but he runs so smooth, and so I think he's going to be fine. Tashawn Rogers is another skill player for us that's got some good speed, good size guy that we ought to be able to take advantage of some of that.
A state championship has been on the mind for the Eagles after falling just short back in 2014. As always, the road to that starts with the team's chemistry as well as willingness to work and improve.
When we were in 9th grade and stuff, we were beating teams by like 30 and stuff, and we're just ready to come out there and take it all this year.
We lost a lot of star players, and we're really young, so once we play our first game and set the tone, I think they'll know about us.
Just like with his new season squad, Coach Ham believes a road to a state title begins at the core as well.
Just playing up to our potential, our capability, taking care of our home field, and then letting the rest of it fall where it will, because we're going to need to be fortunate in the injury standpoint, or from an injury standpoint this year, because the lack of depth, and so just playing up to our capability, playing up to our potential.
The season starts for Victory Christian with its first matchup at Unity Christian on August 23rd. With the Eagles on the high school football tour, Courtney Robb, WCBI Sports. We continue to count down the days until the season begins, and we have 19 more to go, if you can believe that. Sunday, the high school football tour continues the countdown over in East Webster. Then Monday, we kick off the week by stopping in with Eupora. Tuesday, we'll be checking in on North Pontotoc before we head over to Pontotoc on Wednesday. And as always, if you've missed any of those stops along the way, you can always go check them out on our website at WCBI.com. Well, we have 27 days left on the countdown until the first kickoff of the college football season. The Bulldogs got back to work on the practice field Friday. The questions continue to roll in for Mississippi State on what to expect from the QB slot this season. Although it's still unknown as to whether Keaton Thompson or Tommy Stevens will start, Stevens is still adjusting to life as a Bulldog. But according to head coach Joe Moorhead, it hasn't been too hard for Stevens to make that change.
What we had run there and what we continue to run now, it's 100%. There's some things that we did in our off-season studies and some things that we added that no one really knew, so it would have been not just new to him, but new to everybody. But we changed some words of the play, so the concepts he would understand and understand. There's some, like I said, some verbiage we changed, but yeah, it was not like trying to teach it to a new freshman. It was like, a guy that's been in the system for 4 years or 3 years.
That's it for sports. We'll have more after the break. Stay with us.
One woman in Winston County recently celebrated a special birthday. Virginia Martin of Noxapater turned 105 years old back in July. She's worked a number of jobs in her life, but says she most enjoyed her time as manager of the cafeteria at Noxapater High School and driving a school bus. Our news partner WTOK asked Mrs. Virginia her secret to such a long and healthy life.
My son's got a birthday too, Friday. He'll be the 5-0. Yeah, the months is just flying.
All right, well, Miss Virginia, who was married to her husband, Doyle, for 52 years, still attends church on a regular basis. So, pretty cool.
Yeah, that is
pretty cool.
Well, switching things over to weather, we're going to see some showers and thunderstorms tomorrow as well as by the time we head into Monday. But hey, this is typical summertime pattern for us. Temperatures will be in the upper 80s and low 90s each day, and lows will be in the low 70s.
Got it. I know I walked outside earlier and I saw some storms on the horizon.
Yes, today, this evening, as well as heading into tomorrow is our greatest chance to see some widespread showers and thunderstorms.
Awesome. So rain jackets, rain boots, everything, just kind of have it in your car, be ready for it.
Exactly.
I got so disappointed today because I made it to work, it started raining, and all my stuff was in my car. And I had already walked into the
That happens to me all the time. I don't know how many times that happens.
Yes, I completely understand.
Well, we hope everyone has a great night, and we'll see you back here at 9 and 10.